Hi Aries, welcome to your timeless reading. Let's see what messages want to come through for you. I'm going to pull some oracle cards to get the theme of your reading, and then we'll jump into tarot. Be sure to check out the description box for some journal prompts that I'll leave you based on this reading. All right, there's a few things coming through already, but I want to get the oracle cards pulled first. So let's see, what is the theme or the main message of this reading for the collective of Aries, please? Oh, number 20. Keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Number 18. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Number 13. All must have prizes. Trying to please everyone. One more. 34. Impossible things. Working through disbelief. Imaginative leaps and a fresh perspective. Beautiful. Okay, yeah. So, I feel like this has been a trend in your energy for the last, I don't know, few times that I've been reading for you. What I was picking up on before I started to film was this underlying sense of pain and sadness tied into people pleasing. Like there's this belief within you that if you don't people please, then you're going to be alone. And that makes you feel very sad, as it should. Okay, 222 on the timer. That pain is a kind of fear, right? No need to fear, right? It's fear. What happens when you feel powerless relative to your own fear is that you start to get angry over time. If you live as a people pleaser because you think that's the only way to make people stick around or like you, you're gonna feel resentment. You're going to feel resentment and bitterness and anger. It is inevitable. It is good. It is healthy. Because anger is your boundaries. Anger says, screw this. I don't want to live for other people. I want to live for me. Like, I want to be me and be loved for me. Screw this people-pleasing thing, right? So the anger's good. The anger is beautiful. Underneath of that anger, though, is real pain and sadness, okay? So this is just what you're being called to work through now on a really deep level. Spirit wants you to awaken to this pattern within you, this pattern of people pleasing. And to start to cultivate a healthy relationship to your anger. Now, this card says, keep your temper, do not allow anger to rule you. How the heck do you do that? Well, you actually listen to your anger. You don't dismiss it. You don't stuff it down, because when you stuff it down, it's going to turn into a volcano and it's going to erupt and it's going to be bad, right? So what part of you is angry? That's what I would ask if I was with you. What part of you is really, really freaking angry, fed up? Start listening to that anger. Journal out that anger. Right at the top of your page, your journal page, I'm so sick of. fill in the blank, stream of consciousness, write it all out. I'm so angry about, or I am so angry at, I am fed up with. Let it all out. Maybe you don't even realize that you're angry, but this would indicate that you are, because you're done people pleasing. You're not going to be able to tap into those things that are really meant for you unless you heal this dynamic first. Okay. All right, let's jump into tarot here. What are these impossible things? I just saw 555. Yes, I just saw 555, which is about disruption, change, rapid disruptive change. And I was just going to ask, what are these impossible things that Aries is meant for, right? Not even just things you're supposed to believe in or dream about. Like, what are the impossible things that Aries is meant for? Tell me more about this card, impossible things. Yes. The Chariot. Yep. The Sun. Oh my God. Father of Swords. King of Swords. And the Five of Cups. Okie dokie. So this is very clear, specific, direct. Take it as it resonates. I'm just going to channel what I hear. Okay. You're afraid that if you are successful at building, creating, doing what you really want, you're afraid that if you are successful being true to yourself, then you're going to be alone. You're going to be sad. You're somehow going to be disappointed. Some kind of relationship will have to end. Maybe multiple relationships. So you have an association with self-empowerment, success, self-expression, authenticity, truth, the truth of who you are. You associate all of those things with loneliness. So of course you people please, right? This is something that needs to be rewired, I would say. It needs to be rewired. So what you really want more than anything, because you're human just like the rest of us, right? What you really want is love. You want loving, intimate relationships. Whether that's family, friends, partners, all of the above. I mean, that's what we all really want. You know, support, community, intimacy, love. So just recognize that is actually your top priority in life. You have abandoned yourself, your truth, your self-expression. You have abandoned it to a certain extent, in some way, shape, or form, in order to preserve, maintain, or get relationships. So here's, sorry, I don't know if you can hear my dog shaking out there. But here's the thing. What you want most of all is to be loved for who you are, not for a shadow of who you are or a distortion of who you are. And right now, if you have this pattern of people pleasing, then you have been manipulating, and I say this because I've done it. I know. People pleasing literally is manipulating people into liking you. So nobody has a real chance at liking or loving who you really are, because you're not who you really are, you know? The only way for you to actually get real, loving, intimate relationships is if you're brave enough to radiate your honest truth in all directions. Okay? So this is really deep. I mean, this is deep stuff. This is an invitation for some shadow work, some deep inner work and healing that can't happen overnight. And I feel like this has really been sort of building within your readings, like I said, over the last, I don't know, several weeks, maybe even months. This keeps coming up for you, this people-pleasing thing. Like, Spirit is not letting it go. All right, anything else here? Let's Spirit is also saying, just recognize, you know that you are physically capable of being yourself, going for what you want, being truthful, being authentic, right? You can do that. It's a choice. Spirit's just emphasizing it's a choice. It's not really something that you're going to need to. It's like some of you might be saying to yourself, I don't know how to just be myself. Spirit is saying, you do. You know who you are. You know your deepest truth, right? You've just gotten into this habit, this pattern of ignoring the truth of who you are. But it's there. It's there. And it literally just all boils down to a choice on your part. Am I going to really be me in this moment, or am I going to distort the truth of who I am to, like, maintain this relationship or not cause waves or whatever, right? Okay, so what's the advice? Let's just wrap it up with some advice. What's the first step for Aries? What's like the practical first step for Aries to start healing this people-pleasing pattern? Because it's going to be a process, right? But I've done it, you know, I can tell you personally, it is possible. It is possible. What's the advice here for Aries? Ooh, the moon. Okay. The Hierophant. Two of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Is that it? I feel like, nope, one more. Oh, Daughter of Swords. Page of Swords. Okay, so you've got raven, butterfly, and owl energy all coming forward to support you right now if you feel called to work with any of those animal energies. Okay. This is being presented to me in a way that I just saw 1515. Okay, this is just what I'm hearing. It's like you need to go into your own shadow. So this is shadow work. If you don't know what shadow work is, that basically it's a fancy, cool way of saying that you go into the parts of you that you normally reject, right? Your anger, mainly, or any other part. However, take it how it resonates. It's going to be, showing up differently for each of you. Go into the shadow, these parts of you that do not want to people please anymore, because when you access these parts of you that are fed up of living for other people, suddenly it's going to be like a lightning strike of understanding, a lightning strike of awakening. The shadow, your shadow, is where the key to your own freedom and transformation lives. Okay? And then the ultimate goal here, just like with the Two of Pentacles here, is this balance. It's not about being cruel and bulldozing other people, ignoring other people's wants and needs, and living for yourself in the state of like narcissism where you're just like a shark who doesn't care about anybody else, right? It's not about that. Like, living for yourself is not about being mean to other people, right? It's this balance where you love you, you prioritize you, you stand up for you, you don't abandon yourself, and you make space for other people to do the same. Okay? And when you do that, it's just like veil gets ripped off of your eyes, and suddenly you see all of those things that you used to think were impossible for you. They're not impossible. They're right there. And it's just like, when you live for you, you're free. You're free. And there's so much more available to you. People, places, things, opportunities, connections, authentic, beautiful, loving connections that you couldn't see before. They weren't available to you before because you weren't the person who is a match to them, right? Okay, so shadow work. That's your homework. I'm going to leave those journal prompts in the description box down below as well. Those I will create those journal prompts specifically to help you with this shadow work, okay? So check those out. All right, Aries. Thank you for spending some time with me and for letting me read for you. Leave any questions or comments down below, and I will see you in the next reading.